Sarah, and we have sent down in this book what is mercy and healing to those who believe. ويقول الله سبحانه وتعالى قل هو للذين آمنوا هدى وشفاء والذين لا يؤمنون في آذانهم وقر وهو عليهم عمى. Say, it is this book for those who believe a mercy and healing, and for those who don't believe, it is like their ears are clogged, their ears are deaf, and their eyes are blinded to the truth. Dear brothers and sisters, this Quran has the complete healing power for all heart illnesses and soul illnesses. This Quran has the complete healing power for all mental, psychological, and all physical illnesses. But the question is, do we as Muslims embrace its guidance? Do we adhere to this book to heal our bodies and our souls? We are the descendants of the prophets. We carry the exact same message and we carry the most gracious book. But the question is, do we try and attempt as hard as possible to adhere to this book? Or are we filled, or are our hearts filled with worldly matters and other stuff? كان عن عائشة رضي الله عنها قالت كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا اشتكى, if he has pain, كان يقرأ على نفسه بالمعوذات فلما اشتد مرضه كنت أقرأه عليه. The Aisha رضي الله عنها reported that the Prophet Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم, when his illness was severe, when he had a lot of pain, he used to read on himself with the mu'awwidhat. But when his pain grew more severe and his illness was worse, Aisha used to read al-mu'awwidhat and then read it on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Dear Muslims, this Quran is a healing power. This Quran has the most healing power, but we need to know how to embrace that. And the best way that a Muslim can do, and the best act that the Muslim can achieve, is by learning it by himself. No matter your age, no matter your starting point, no matter your Arabic perfection, you should start simple and be consistent. And part of that, dear brothers and sisters, as this book is the greatest act of remembrance and the greatest act of dhikr Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And as the Muslims, we are also wise, we are also seek expert opinions and seek people of knowledge in their respected fields. As Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam قال خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه. The best amongst you, whoever learns the Quran and teaches it to other. And alhamdulillah, here in our masjid, here in ICCC, we have Quranic scholars that will be very happy to teach every single one of you. And if your time is tight and your schedule is tight, there's online classes, and there is always a way and there is always a starting point. Moving on to the second point, dear Muslims, of how to clear and purify your heart is by increasing your nafil and going above the bare minimum. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال الله تعالى من عاد لي وليا فقد آذنته بالحرب وما تقرب إلي عبدي أحب إلي مما افترضته عليه ولا يزال عبدي يتقرب إلي بالنوافل حتى أحبه فإذا أحببته كنت سمعه الذي يسمع به وكنت بصره الذي يبصر به وكنت يده التي يبطش بها وكنت رجله التي يمشي عليها ولئن سألني لأعطينه ولئن استعاذني لأعيذنه. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that Allah said, my servant draws closer to me with the obligatory deeds, and the servant draws closer and closer and closer with increasing the nafil. So one of the ways to clean and purify our hearts is by going above the bare minimum, trying to increase our nafil. And the last point here I want to mention, dear Muslims, of how to clean and purify our hearts from hardening is by gaining knowledge. Surround yourself with people of knowledge. Surround yourself with people of piety. Make your circle tight. Make the people around you the people that you want to be around you in the hereafter. Gain more knowledge, as the first ayah was اقرأ, read, so gain more knowledge. يقول رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من سلك طريقا يلتمس فيه علما سهل الله له طريقا إلى الجنة. Whoever is on a quest, whoever is on a path to gain knowledge, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ease his path to Jannah. And for the rest of the hadith, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, فضل العالم على العابد كفضل القمر على سائر النجوم. The superiority of a person that has knowledge, the superiority of a scholar, the superiority of a learned person over a devout worshipper is like the superiority of the moon over the rest of the star in terms of brightness. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes us from the people of knowledge. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide our hearts and have healing in the Quran. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us and for the right path. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على خير خلق الله محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. أما بعد, as to what follows, dear Muslims, as we mentioned earlier, one of the characteristics of this Quran is كتابا متشابها مثاني, a book with a lot of similarities and resemblance in goodness and truth. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Zumar, after He mentioned the disease of qaswat al-qalb, He mentioned the cure after that. In Surah Al-Hadid, after Allah mentioned qaswat al-qalb, after 2 verses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّ الْمُصَّدِّقِينَ وَالْمُصَّدِّقَاتِ وَأَقْرَضُوا اللَّهَ قَرْضًا حَسَنًا يُضَاعَفُ لَهُمْ وَلَهُمْ أَجْرٌ كَرِيمٌ. For those men who give charity, for those women who give charity, for those who do an investment with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for those who do a good loan with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will return their loan. He will return their investments and multiply, and He will give them a generous giving. Dear Muslims, one of the great ways to clean our hearts, to clean our souls, is with giving charity. Sadaqah, a full range, from giving money to even smiling at your brother's face. This is one of the acts that can clean our hearts. Charity, dear Muslims, we as a Muslim community throughout history have been the most charitable community around this planet. And indeed, in this time and age, we need more charity and generosity. Here in the West, our masajid needs charity and generosity. Our Islamic centers need sadaqah. And across the globe, our Muslims, brothers and sisters that have been affected with poverty, that have been afflicted with various geopolitical conflict, they need our sadaqah. They need our charity. They are waiting for our generosity. So dear Muslims, give charity, give sadaqah. As Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam يقول سبعة يظلهم الله في ظله يوم لا ظل إلا ظله ورجل تصدق بصدقة فأخفاها حتى لا تعلم شماله ما تنفق يمينه. One of the people that will be shaded on the day that there is no shade, on the Yawm al-Qiyamah, a person that gave sadaqah, they gave charity, that his left hand didn't know what his right hand was giving. That's from how sincere he was, and that's how much he was devoted to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So dear Muslims, give charity. Charity is an act that will cause happiness. It will cause gratitude. It will clean our hearts, our souls in this world, and you will be rewarded in the hereafter. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات. اللهم ارحمنا فإنك بنا راحم، ولا تعذبنا فإنك علينا قادر. اللهم اجعل القرآن العظيم ربيع قلوبنا وشفاء صدورنا وهمومنا وغمومنا. اللهم انصر إخواننا المسلمين المستضعفين في كل مكان. اللهم انصرهم في فلسطين، اللهم انصرهم في الهند وباكستان، اللهم انصرهم في الصين وفي السودان وفي كل مكان يذكر فيها اسمك. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه، وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي، يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. فاذكروا الله العلي العظيم يذكركم، واشكروه على نعمه يزدكم، ولذكر الله أكبر، والله يعلم ما تصنعون. وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر، الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله.